because we've established that New Japan. Okay, so we've established that WWE is willing to work with the indie scene, New Japan. Do you feel as though by doing that it could help WWE out in a large way?
Yeah, immensely, because not only would not only would they have not only would they have more talent, but they could also have a different creative standpoint from the outside. Look at what AEW has done. Literally, you have Kenny Omega, who's essentially the Thanos of pro wrestling, trying to form the Avengers between AEW, Impact, and New Japan.
By having every championship on the indie scene, he's essentially grabbing the Infinity Stones of pro wrestling.
Exactly, and he's literally like, okay, fine, I'll just delete WWE myself.
Now, do you feel as though if he were to go after the WWE title, would that just be the end of WWE?
Yeah, because I don't think WWE couldn't stop him. Who would stop Kenny Omega from holding the world title? If I was WWE, I wouldn't. But the only thing is, though, Omega's not going to work with WWE. Now, Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan has talked. AEW has talked about maybe doing a WWE crossover. But Vince McMahon's too stubborn in his ways, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes back to when Vince wanted to essentially build new stars. Now that he's built all these stars, now he has no idea what to do with them. I mean, we look at a guy like Keith Lee who has all the potential in the world. He should be a world champion right now, especially after going off and winning the NXT and North American title. But yet, he hasn't had that big push that he needed. It's guys like him. Cesaro is another prime example.
Who may I add, has literally worked his ass off for 10 years. 10 years to get to where he is, and he deserves to be a world champion because of just how God-gifted ability and talented he is. He's literally pound for pound the strongest man in WWE.
It's one of the few things that WWE isn't telling a lie about.
Like, there's a reason why the man is known as the Swiss Cyborg. The dude is a robot. Look at how long it took them to give Kofi Kingston the WWE title. 11 years.
Only to have it squashed.
Only to have it squandered in 3 seconds. 173 days. The first African-American WWE champion for nothing. Nothing.
Now, do you feel as though that was just to shut the black community up, or did they have some ulterior motive for Kofi Kingston holding the WWE title?
A little bit of both. Because in reality, in all honesty, that wasn't even supposed to be Kofi Kingston's title win. It was supposed to be Mustafa Ali.
And look at what they've done with Mustafa
Yeah, and
Ali.
look at what they've done with Ali. Ali's now literally squandering away on superstars. With Retribution, who, might I add, was a very good idea, and even Wade Barrett has said they have a very Nexus-like feel.
Well, and if that's coming from Wade Barrett, then you know it's got to be true.
Yeah.
Okay, switching gears. You know, we have WrestleMania coming up. We have Fastlane before that. We essentially have tonight's main event is The Miz as WWE Champion versus Bobby Lashley. Who do you think is going to win that match?
I think Lashley's going to win it. I wouldn't be surprised if they have Miz keep the title by some fluke. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, I feel like that this might be the catalyst of Lashley leaving the Hurt Business, because if WWE wants to play this smart, which I hope that they eventually do,
but they have a history of
not. They could easily have Miz and Lashley basically go good 20 minutes, and easily for them to make a star have Keith Lee turn heel, join the Hurt Business, and basically cost Lashley the match.
That's an interesting take on that. I mean, provided let's hope that Keith Lee isn't injured.
Injured with quotation marks, because I don't understand how he was injured when he was on Raw the previous week.
Well, there was no confirmation on it, at least from what people have said, but that's neither here nor there. The fact is Riddle has the U.S. title right now.
Which, congratulations for Riddle. This is just literally what another wrestling channel has predicted, that Riddle's going to become WWE champion. Which I hope that happens, because Riddle is talented.
At the rate he's going, yes.
But the issue is, though, are they going to shove him down our throats like they have with the current Universal Champion, Roman Reigns?
Yeah, Roman Reigns is kind of a double-edged sword right now. People either hate him or love to hate him.
I just wish that he would leave my television screen. I'm being serious. I wish he would disappear from my television screen. He cannot cut a promo. That's why he's with Paul Heyman. His matches are literally the piss break of the evening, unless it's against Kevin Owens or Jey Uso.
Which we all know that this is probably the best version of Kevin Owens that we've seen in a long time. We're not watching Kevin Owens.
This is Kevin Steen.
Yes.
And you're talking to someone who followed Steen's career very, very heavily through his Ring of Honor and PWG days.
So, do you feel as though if things are going the way that they're going and Reigns faces Edge at WrestleMania, do you feel as though Edge will take the belt off of Reigns, or do you feel as though